Boxcar Racer. It's a band that not many recognize. Unless you're a major Blink-182 fan, then you probably know all their songs and love them to no end. But for the average person, they've been long since forgotten, if they were ever even aware of their presence in the first place, mainly due to them becoming defunct after 2 years. But after watching Tom DeLonge's Pursuit of Tone documentary and also living through its release and development, as well as consistently listening to their one and only album, I developed an appreciation for the project and wanted to do a series dedicated to them. For those that are unfamiliar with BCR, it was a short-lived side project thought up by Tom, who wanted to take a different direction and purpose than what Blink-182 had been going for. He felt that cliché, musically stifled feeling, was frustrated about studio meddling just after their mega poppy hit Take Off Your Pants and Jacket, and wanted to experiment. This album had darker, more mature themes, but still retained some songs of romantic disillusionment and mistreatment by girls that fans had loved from the previous album. Honestly, the album is the perfect bridge between Take Off Your Pants and Jacket and the self-titled. It attempts to encompass both, and does a decent job at it, but personally, I consider it just that, a bridge and warm-up to the immeasurably superior and more refined self-titled album. It's kind of awesome that the album turned out successful. Given its spur-of-the-moment and quick creation method, it was obvious that it was Tom's project inside and out. You can catch his influence in every song, along with drummer Travis Barker, who Tom recruited out of convenience and cost, who simply does what he does best. There's also David Kennedy of Angels and Airways fame, who Tom brought along and did the guitar work for the album. Presumably anyway, I'm under the impression that Tom wrote the majority of it. Then finally, with Tom creating the vocals, lyrics, and surprisingly bass, you have an album that is musically repetitive yet varied, with lyrics that are darker yet softer, and less refined but still exemplary throughout. It's quite the mixed bag, but all in all, it comes up on top in terms of quality. The absence of Mark is notable and will later become a focal point of the band's history. I could totally understand Tom not wanting to include him, because then it just would have become another Blink-182 album. Even though bringing along Travis was a huge mistake in raising band tensions, I don't think it had anywhere near the same influence that bringing Mark aboard would have. You could argue that Tom doing a side project was a major factor in the band splitting for the first time, but because it led to the brilliance of the self-titled album, I say it needed to be done and I'm thankful for it. I don't remember caring about Boxcar Racer or listening to it much when it first came out. I was pretty young when it did. I only remember watching the videos for I Feel So and Theirs on TV. I thought they were okay. I definitely knew it was by that Blink-182 guy, as I called him, but in my mind, I'd rather just listen to Blink-182. I guess I wasn't ready for the ideals and concepts the album was trying to express, as I didn't bother listening to the entirety of it until a few years after the first breakup. I found the CD at a thrift store for 50 cents and finally listened to it, and I ended up enjoying it. There were some songs I hated and cringed at, but for the most part, it was a good listen. A couple songs definitely entered my musical library that very night, and I still listen to it from time to time. Overall, I like the album, although I think its spots is incredibly weak, formulaic, and too angsty to be taken seriously, but then it will completely shift into absolute brilliance and leave me thinking and wondering. A lot of the songs do follow a very similar and structured pattern of an opening drum beat followed by a 3-chord power riff, and a lot of the bridges do blend together and fail to stand out. However, I think it's safe to say that the lyrics are by far the highlight of the album, and it definitely contains some of Tom's best songwriting. The dark, angry, and angsty themes can be hit and miss, which can be distracting, but after repeat listens, it definitely grows on you, and you can learn to appreciate it, not just for what it did for Blink-182, but as an entity itself. Tom has promised numerous times that he's going to be revisiting this project, but we all know how that usually turns out. So what we're left with is one album, but it's a unique experience. It's emotional, powerful, and definitely worth your time. So for this video, I'll be ranking and reviewing the band's discography and their one self-titled album, because it's the same thing. I'll be doing it in the same methods with the Blink-182 series, by ranking them and then writing up a review for each song while trying to be as objective as possible. Except this time, I've gotten some help and feedback from the Blink-182 Reddit page. I took some ideas that were posted and combined them to my own personal reflection and influence, and tried to judge them on criteria to how well a song can impact a listener, what it makes them think and feel, and just how enjoyable a song is. This video series is a bit short because it's only 13 songs to rank and review, but I definitely recommend listening to the album before watching. So in the first installment, which will be coming soon, I'll start lucky number 13. See you then.